Hello, viewers. You're welcome back again to the Betong Show. It's been a long time since I come live on the Betong Show with guests, that are doing awesome stuff. I've been here lately, but it was more of immigrant journey in Finland. Those who have been living in Finland for a long time, getting to know your story, your life, everything. And now we are back again with an amazing guest, someone who, she's awesome. She's doing a lot to not only to improve on herself, but to grow her community. She's involved in a lot of activities to grow not only herself, but her community as well. And after the break, I'm going to present to you this amazing and beautiful lady who is killing it right away from Cameroon. So after the break, we're going to show you guys who she is. Yes, you are welcome Mafor-Design to the show. I cannot see you. It's like your camera is off. Are you here with me? I think we lost her. Well, in a short while, she's going to join us. Well, in the meantime, let me just introduce to those of you who are joining this show for the first time. This is the Betong Show, podcast by the Betong Media. And you say you don't know me, I'm a B2B and B2C network builder, a multimedia entrepreneur, a coach, a mentor, among other things. I help people and businesses, entrepreneurs, talent to create content online that will market and promote their businesses. I also help them in social media, like branding, if you want to brand your business or brand yourself, you can reach out to me for that. But I think Mafor-Design is here, so let me bring her to the show right away. You're welcome, Mafor-Design. I love to put that design there because it's unique. I don't want to put Petula, but Mafor-Design is what I want to call you today. If you say you don't mind. Are you with me?
Thank you. Yeah, I got you. I prefer to call me Mafor-Designs.
Yes. Okay,
I prefer.
the name is, the name has a bond. I'm bonded with the name, like it's a bond with that name. So I just want to let it be that way.
Yeah,
So
I prefer Mafor-Designs. So you are right on point.
so you're welcome to the show. Finally, I got you. Yeah.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you. Televiewers, good afternoon, good morning, wherever you're watching. It's a
So
privilege, a rare privilege of course, to be here. Thank you so much.
tell me, the way you're smiling is like you're ready, you're prepared to give us lots about your story. It's like you are ready. You are ready to explore everything.
Of course, depending on what we have to talk about, I think I have a lot to tell as a story. Yeah, a lot to tell about my experience. Hello. So as we're saying, it depends on what we'll be talking about. I don't know if you are getting me. Anyway, it seems there's a connection problem. But dear viewers, I am Petula Bih Mafor Designs, as the better himself has introduced me. So I'm so excited to be here today. And we're going to be talking about my story. Yes, like what actually pushed me to become a fashion designer and other things, depending on what he has as in stock, as what he wants me, as what he wants us to talk about. So you just give us a little time. Let's get things on set and we'll get back to you.
Yes, I mean the internet just sees that
You
we
know, we
have
Okay.
this is strange.
So I'm the one telling you welcome back.
My internet just ceased.
just
It was my internet it just went
just
off and
went
come
off
back.
and
Yes, I noticed.
But anyway,
But
we are back.
anyways,
It's like my village people don't want me to have you today on the
have it
show.
on the show.
Yeah, they cannot hold us. So. It's Mafor-Design, of course, so we must go through.
Yeah. So as I was
Yeah, so
saying,
as I was
I
saying,
prefer to call you
I
Mafor-Design,
call it
and
design, and
it's good to have you here on the
it's
show.
good to have
But
it on the show.
always,
But
I love
always, I
viewers
love
to
viewers
listen
to listen
to my guests, like who
my
they
kids,
are,
like who they
what they
are,
are all about. So
what
can
they
you
are all about. So
briefly
can you
introduce yourself to
briefly
my
introduce
viewers?
yourself to my
Like who is
viewers? Like
Mafor-Design
who is Mafor Design
and what are you up to?
and what are you up to?
All right. As I said, my name is Petula Bih Mafor Designs. And I actually prefer being called Mafor Designs because it has a very great significance. Mafor means Queen Mother. And any Queen Mother administers with a lot of wisdom from above. So thank you so much for inviting me to the show. And um, I am a fashion designer. I'm a trainer. I'm a social change ambassador. I'm also I'm somebody that loves women. I love the girl children. Generally, I love children, but I highlight the girl child a lot because of the challenges they face in society and that they need to be very strong. So I choose to be a shoulder that a girl child will lean on. I'm currently a career coach student and also a fashion design management student. I am the founder of Mafor Designs and the content creator of the Facebook show, Mafor Design Show. I don't know if you got me.
I got you very
I
well.
got
I
you
got
very
you
well.
very
I
well.
got you very
All right,
So
so I'm also
you say
You
you
say
love only the girl child, don't love the boy
you love
child.
the boy child.
say I love children, but I want to highlight the fact that
Okay,
I pay more attention
okay.
to the girl child during this period because we are celebrating the International Day of the Girl Child.
Okay, okay.
Okay, okay.
So,
So,
um,
um,
10 years back,
10 years back,
who was Mafor
who
Design?
was Mafor Design?
Or
How many years?
who was Petula
Who was
Bih 10 years back?
Petula Bih 10 years back?
10 years back, Petula Bih Mafor Designs. Well, there was Petula Bih. 10 years back, I was a chemistry teacher.
Okay.
Okay.
Yes,
So
I was a
can you
teacher
walk us
normally. So
can you walk us through that moment, like
So
from a
that
chemistry
moment, like
teacher
for my
to a
teacher to
designer?
a design.
yes, I I love designing. I really love it. Like I'm passionate about it. I feel fulfilled each time I do a design and somebody puts it on. Even myself, I love to always look good. So now, what actually tilted me from completely leaving the classroom, not leaving the chalk, but the classroom. That's when it comes to chemistry, and going to another classroom to the next girl classroom, which is fashion designing, is the fact that number one, I grew up as a child from a very poor background, and dressing was that is good dressing that we could actually go to places like other children was a big problem. So that kept me thinking. Number two, I realized that at some point that I have a talent to design because when I was much younger, I could pick up pieces and cut some things and put on. I was always very happy when I put them on, no matter how funny they looked. Number three, when I started having children, I realized that that dressing for the boy child is so expensive. And I have two boys, two girls, which means I needed to use a lot of money to get my boy children on point. So that kept me thinking. Number four, there was a community problem, a societal problem. So it moved from a family problem to a societal problem, where I saw a lot of young girls going through this same line of suffering. Some will have children out of wedlock, some will even get married or have children, but they'll still face problems because of dressing in particular. They spent a lot of money on buying dresses, the imported ones, or to pay someone to sew a dress and all the like. So I had to think about bringing these girls onto ourselves, and see how we can form a little community of our own, how we can solve these problems. Number five, crisis came. A lot of people got stranded, people were displaced. There were a lot of ITPs here in Douala. I had to lend a hand. So in the designing I do, like you see my background, you see the Bamileke dress, I actually dyed in. So I had
Yeah.
to,
Wow.
yes, I had to step out and reach out to IDPs with dyeing, with production of sanitizers. That's we always Mafor-Design will always partner with some other NGOs that will reach out to IDPs. So I have about 5 points. So now what happened that I left the classroom, the chemistry classroom? I discovered that most of my colleagues worked and they were supposed to go on retirement. They had nothing to show for it. Meanwhile, they lived in comfortable houses provided by the mission, which means that they were limited somehow. There was something they missed out, or something they weren't getting. One day, that's what moved me from classroom. Number one reason. Number two, a student told me in class one day I was not supposed to be in class. The student said I should come and teach. I said why? Said so that when they grow up, they're going to buy me a car. I was very angry. I said so I'll wait for you to grow up, get your money and start buying me a car. I see your parent bought cars for your own teachers. No way. And the third one was that I was working with a mission, and they don't really, you don't really have time to grow. Everything is within a circle. Like they have their a kind of stereotype system. They don't want you to bring in innovations. And I'm somebody that loves innovations. I love new ideas. I love critical thinking. So I had to leave. Summarily, that's what moved me from the four walls of a chemistry classroom to a bigger world, not the world, to a bigger world, the internet
Wow.
world. I'm able to teach online. Yeah, I'm able to do write courses, design courses, and teach them online. I also learn online, then train physically, go to other places physically, and train when I'm invited to. So I do a lot of that. I just hope
Okay.
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 Does it sound like
Does it
you?
sound like you?
that's me. That's me. That's me on my lovely machine.
Yeah, your
Yeah.
story is
Your story
it's amazing.
is
You
amazing.
started
You started
as a classroom
as a
teacher.
classroom
At
teacher.
one point, you
At one
realize
point, you
you need
realize
more.
you need
I
more.
think I
I
can
think
get myself. I can
I
hear
can get
myself.
myself. I can hear myself.
I don't know.
I don't know.
Can you hear me
Can
twice?
you hear me twice?
No, I'm not getting any echo.
Someone says there's
Someone
an
says
echo. I don't
this.
know
I
if there's an
don't know
echo.
if it's
Someone.
still.
Okay, I think it's fine
Okay, I
now.
think it's fine.
Okay.
So
So
you wanted more,
you wanted more,
Yes.
and you wanted
and
to be
you
innovative.
wanted to be innovative.
Your
Yes.
mindset
Your mindset
wasn't supposed to
wasn't
stop in a
supposed to
classroom.
stop in a
You
classroom.
like
You
that
like
classroom couldn't
that.
contain
That
you.
class will continue.
Yes.
So
So
tell us,
tell
when was
us,
that? When was that moment
when
that you
was that
decided, okay,
that you
now this is it.
decided, okay, now this
I
is it.
have to say
I have
goodbye
to
to
say goodbye
chemistry,
to
to teaching.
chemistry, to teach.
That was in September 2017. It was in September 2017, I think, or I can't really tell you the dates, but I went back to class and my principal was like, I wasn't in school for 1 week. We had a crisis. That's when the Anglophone crisis was at the peak. So I couldn't really go to school. The first 1 week we were even it was even short notice that we were supposed to resume school. So now I went to school 1 week late and she was very angry. She called me when I went to the office. She was like, I didn't consider you uh, a chemistry teacher again, a teacher in my school. You're this, you are that, and more to that. While in school as a chemistry teacher, I was really innovative. Like with the Form 4 students, I always had a project each year. So I used to ask this question: What if something happens that you stop school? Not necessarily that something happened to your parents, but I just had this feeling that there was something that could happen and the students will stop school. So I always ask them, what if it happens that you have to stop school abruptly? What are you going to use with the knowledge of the chemistry you have learned so far? So that was always the entry point, and we always agree each year that we should carry out a project. That project will be either production of body lotion or powder soap, du javel, that's the bleach. So each year I will have the Form 4 students. Now I told them that I have the knowledge, I could provide the material if at all they could provide the money, because I will not remove money from my pocket to buy material for them. So we'll always agree and we'll write out the necessary, all the requirements and see how much it's going to cost. With respect to the number of students, we'll get everything and then they pay the money. Then I get the material for us to start the project and then we'll finish. I will get our pictures and the students will always come back with their feedback. So this alone got the students. Every student wanted to do science. Even those that were failing chemistry from 3 wanted to do science in form 4. So what I did was I advised them that no, you do your arts, but when we want to do the project, you are going to join us because the project is everybody is not for science students. Now it became a problem when the principal called me and told me that parents are complaining that they're using their children are using their money, a lot of money, to do things that were not in the book, were not in the prospectus. So I told her directly that you see me, my child in high school. By then, my first child was in lower seat. I said, my child is in high school, and if my child is able to use some of his pocket money to get an extra skill that can help him or her, I, the parents, will not be angry. So if the parents are angry, I am calling off this thing. So I apologize to her and on behalf of myself and my innovative ideas, and sent and told her to tell the parents I am truly sorry that the students are. So the maximum they had to contribute was 2,000 francs. And each time they contributed, they had to go home with a pack of, we shared all the omo we produced, shared all the body. They came back, a child used 2,000 francs, I'll have body lotion like 1.5 liters. And they told me that parents were complaining. So I said no. So when I saw these things coming, I saw that they wanted to put me in the same, in one container. That was like a square container that I was actually a triangle. So I couldn't fit in. So this, in addition to the fact that people even go on retirement without even having money, made me resign.
Wow.
Wow. Wow.
So now this is you.
This is you.
Yes,
You resign.
You resign.
I did.
How did you go about, sewing
So
and then surrounding yourself? I mean, how?
then
Let me not guide you
sometimes,
with the
I mean,
answer
how
to this question, but how did you
the
manage
answer
to get to this level
how
that
do you manage
you
to get
are
this
getting
level
the
that
success that
you
you have always wanted for
are
yourself?
getting the success that you've always wanted for yourself?
There is a lot. If you, as a human being, if you know what success is all about, you measure your distance. You measure the distance between you and success. If your distance is very far, like mine, you'll be rising up early. You'll be conscious. You'll be determined. You'll do all what it takes. You'll sacrifice a lot. What I'm trying to say is, when you are a child that's born into a family, that you need to work hard, assist in building your own destiny, in attaining your destiny, you should be able to identify that and start strategizing. You don't wait, don't sit there complaining and crying and what. There are a lot of people out there who are your destiny helpers, who can hold your hand and teach you the things, the strategies, if only you are serious. So when I started, there's something that usually happens to me. I listen to my spirit a lot. I have a spirit that I can communicate with. So when I communicate with my spirit tells me something 1, 2, 3 times, and I rise up and do that thing. I am always happy. At the end, there is always a testimony. But if I neglect that sound, if I neglect that voice that is within me, I'm going to regret. So I take a lot of challenges. There's something I learned in biology. When you draw the parts of your brain, when you draw your brain and you level it, the parts are so many. There are more than 20. Now, what I tell myself is, if the brain can have these numerous parts, it means that I can also perform a lot. I can also perform a lot as a human being. So I always liken the whole of myself to the brain. The brain has several parts, and each part has a peculiar function. So I know that as a person, I can perform like that each in uh, on several platforms. So what I do is I take my number of hours. I have to share that each day I have a task I have to accomplish. So I allocate time to it. If I have, let's say, 5 designs to sew this week, that is like 10 dresses to sew this week. What I do, I know that I have to work Monday to Friday. Then I know that each day I have at least 2 designs to sew, 2 dresses to sew. On the first day, if I sew 2, I know that I've accomplished the task for that day. I know that day 2 is coming. On day 2, I can struggle to sew 2.5 or 3, so that I'll be able to have part of Friday free. Why am I doing this? Because they can even see slide 2. We have irregular supply of currents. So the day that there's, let's say, a constant flow of electricity, I try to do more work so that I don't disappoint myself and my clients. I do this because I take the place of the client or the people that I have to serve. I ask myself how they will feel if they are not served on time. And I see that I feel so bad. So I need to put up strategies that will make me happy, because at that moment I'm operating like them, not like me. So when I put the strategies in my mind and I get that feeling of happiness, it's a feeling that is very good. and it's difficult to come by. So if you have a possibility of making people feel happy around you, don't hesitate. Now I was talking about time and my objective, which means that I set goals. So, but before I arrived this point, I had something that happened to me that was very terrible in 2019. I had a terrible accident. I was knocked down by a running truck, a truck that lost its brakes on a slope. The
Wow.
truck was actually loaded, going to the port. If you know wrong point Douala, that slope that is coming
Yeah.
from Bonamusate. So I was in a wheelchair. I was bedridden really. Now,
Wow.
but all the things, everything. When the doctors were telling me that, madam, you will not walk again. Even if you have to walk, your leg will not touch. Your heel will not touch the ground. You know, that didn't sink into my subconscious mind. At some point, I had a friend, Nebapo Azini, he sent me a link into one of this online school, Mogi Global Leadership School. I joined and I paid the course. Then I was attending that course using my left hand because my right side was really down. It was not active. So I would type with my left hand, I would do anything with my left hand. I would struggle to do everything that the others were doing, even I had to submit late. So when I was doing that, I found out I was getting a lot of fulfillment. Fortunately for me, during that Emerging Leaders program, I discovered my purpose of existence. And so there was this fire that was rekindled in me. It's not been long that I'm like this. So it's just about,
Wow.
this journey is just about 3 years. So I'm somebody that is very determined. I must tell you that. As I'm talking like this, I don't really
I
know
can
who I
I can
am.
I can
But
see
one
that.
thing I know,
No, I can get you.
yeah, one thing I know about myself that when I'm determined to do something, I'm determined to do something, I strategize and I send the information to my subconscious mind. I mean that I have a meeting with my body, with my soul. I usually have that meeting. Like in one of the shows I recorded for Mafor-Designs, I was talking about family meeting that I titled a family meeting. And I was talking about having meetings with your body parts. That was a therapy I used to get out of the wheelchair during the accident. So it's a therapy that you can use and you are going to use your 24 hours and then you go to bed and have rest. I mean a good rest for a few hours and you get up and continue very smart. So each time I have to hold meetings with my mind and my body, and I'll tell my body that you have the obligation to be subjected under the suggestions of the mind because the mind is more powerful. When the mind is upright, even with one leg, you will go. I started walking with crutches. I mean, walking, not walking. I started walking. I got back to work with crutches because I saw that I was late. So I had to start doing that because my inner mind was telling me already the things I was supposed to have done that I had not done. So I got this fire rekindled. I don't know, rekindled inside of me, and that is why you see there. I that's when I was recovering. This is the first pair of shoe I wore in 2 years. One of the few days I started wearing shoes. I was recovering from the accident. You see the right hand, the way it is. It's not really active. I see it there. But I didn't give. One thing I know is that I don't give up. I'm not somebody that gives up. So
Wow.
that's just it.
Your story is wow. I mean, you are one of those people that I'll pay to connect with.
Thank you. Thank you so
You
much.
understand?
Yes, thank
Because
you.
the energy that comes within you, anyone who comes by you must be what should I say affected. In a good way, not in a bad way.
Contaminated.
There's this energy that I feel from you, this determination, this courage, this someone who understands what you want. You know what you want.
Yes.
You understand? This is a difference. There are so many people who they keep complaining about their job or complaining about what they are doing. That is not working, it's not going. They keep blaming that particular thing. But deep inside, something is telling them they should quit. They should do something. They should do things differently. But that willpower is not there to take that first step. But looking at your story, you started as a teacher, trying to be innovative, and the school or the students, the parents of the student didn't want you to excel, and they complain about you. Now you've gone fed up and wanted more for yourself. And in 2019, boom, you had an accident. You are back to square one, like on the wheelchair. If it was someone else, like start oh, my village want to kill me. That's what I'm saying. Like go to sick places and start doing stuff. But you pull yourself together, take a course. I mean, guys, if you're listening to this is something I'm still trying to to wrap around my head. You understand? And not only that, we took a course. And look at you there today. You are killing it. If you don't know, you are killing it. I mean, you are. The media is exploding because of you in your circle. I don't know if you understand what I'm saying. And this is the moment where that hard work, that build up, what you have been doing for the past years is showing off now.
Yes.
You understand? And with a little touch and push, oh, you're gonna be unstoppable. In fact, you're already unstoppable. I mean, you're gonna be like a lightning ball, like you understand? But let me see. I'm so overwhelmed, like with your story, and you see, I'm a little bit carried away. So let me come back to the show.
I'm also a writer. I forgot mentioning I'm a writer. Yeah, I forgot mentioning that I'm also a writer. I don't like create content on Facebook, right? Yes, but I'll soon be an author. But I want to mention that the book that has been trending on Facebook, How We Made It in Africa, I wrote part of the book. So that book,
it's like everyone is your friend, almost like anyone who's your friend that I've connected with. Is that they have that on their profile.
On their profile picture.
Yes. And what is unique about them is that when I go to their profile, I see things that I'm connected with. So it enables me to want to connect with them.
Yes.
Because when someone sends me a request, I go check and look at what they're doing, like what they're all about. I'm tired of receiving connections that like they don't know why they're even on Facebook, they don't even know what they want. So so that I get people who we can share ideas and work together to improve ourselves, right?
Yes.
So tell us more about that book.
Okay, How We Made It in Africa is a book that with exciting chapters, about 11 or 12 exciting chapters. And I want to start with the chapter that I wrote, chapter 10. Positioning yourself to be lucky. It's very exciting. I mean, not only exciting, it challenges you to your real personality. I mean, it places the former you, the you, and the future you. You that is what was yesterday, or you that is now, and you that is supposed to be now, and you that is supposed to be tomorrow.
Okay.
So yeah, we want to. How We Made It in Africa is a book that challenges young Africans to understand that we have all, as Africans, all it takes to succeed. We have the same brains like the people who are succeeding. We have the same number of hours a day. We have the same platforms. We have the same internet. We could do research. Now, How We Made It Africa is solving about 5 problems. The first one is the problem of crowd fundraising. Like bringing people together that can be able to raise funds in order to start our own businesses. So for you to become a member of How We Made It in Africa, we call ourselves VIP winners. So we are 1,000 of us. And in this 1,000 of us, we are supposed to form 200 subgroups of 5 VIP winners. And each of us in this subgroup is supposed to raise a capital of 1 million francs. So each subgroup is supposed to raise 5 million francs within this 1 year so that we can be able to start lucrative businesses. And so we want that money should circulate within us. I mean, that money should circulate with us 200 times before it gets out of us. So if we have a VIP group that is supposed to deal with building materials, all of us are building houses, want to buy from that group. If we have a VIP group that is dealing with fashion, we have an event, all of us, or everybody wants to sew, want to buy anything concerning fashion, you get to us every time, since we wear dresses every day. So the money should come to us. And those that are dealing with technology, all of them are going to do the technology work for the IT work for us. So that's what we intend to do in the next coming 5 years. So the author of that book is John Eta aka Galaxy J1, or you can call him Star Daddy. He's a great mentor. And so apart from crowd fundraising, we also have VIP mentors and VIP experts. Those ones are Cameroonians that are succeeding. Those are in Cameroon, those are out of Cameroon, like you, the Beton. We want you to come in. They're already experts and mentors there. So the experts and mentors are going to be molding us as we start these businesses. They'll come with their expertise and their mentorship, and then they're going to expose those things that we didn't know when it comes to business. so that we don't only start off these small
I'm
businesses
getting
without
like they say they can't get us well. I don't know why they can't get us well. Please, 1 minute. Let me see.
All right.
I don't know what's happening here. Let me Can you guys hear me? Now? Can you hear me now?
I was getting you one-on-one. I don't know if the other people are getting.
Okay, they said just me. That means my mic is a problem, but I can hear myself also. I don't know why.
Yeah.
Anyway, you can keep on. Let me try to fix it.
All right. I was saying that in this group we are going to have expertise from experts and mentorship from the VIP mentors. They are going to give us a lot of strategies on how to grow our business and grow ourselves. Because one thing is that you might grow your business, but if you are not growing, then you are not going anywhere. So it's important to grow yourself first. When you grow yourself and you have a certain standard of the personality, of a certain personality, then you're going to be creating the value that is desired. So many people will run to you for information. You'll become a resource person. So we want to bring up VIP winners that are going to be resourceful, that are going to be valuable. We are going to bring out this idea of capital, raising capital, so that all of us can make the money. Money will circulate with us. The money will not be going out. And then the mentors and the experts are not only coming with expertise, they're coming in with financial support. But then you need to buy this book. This book is 36,500. If you want to become a VIP winner, you buy this book and buy it instrumentally. You can buy instrumentally, so you can pay instrumentally, and you become a member of this group to benefit from all this. We also have this idea where we help each other, we promote each other. That's why when you go to my page, see a lot. You see, when we posted this flyer, of the program of today, we had about 15 shares. That's one of the things we want to encourage ourselves to do. We want to make use of social media. It's a great platform. We want to make use of it that yes, we can win with it. So we share the work, we expose the talents that we have among us. So even like you see Authentic, the latest song she dropped, or King Kong, the latest song they dropped, we shared and we made people understand that social media is a powerful tool. We can actually win it, and we are getting a lot of money for it. So you can even come and pay us, let's advertise you. It's more money. So basically, that's it about VIP winners. So there's a lot going on there, job opportunities, trainings. We have a lot of experts there. So we sacrifice time to bring out the other younger people, bring them up to be better Cameroonians. So actually want to raise better or a set of new Cameroonians. And we cannot do that without renewing ourselves by ourselves.
Okay. I'm still having a problem here. I don't know why.
Are you recording it? Maybe we are recording.
No, it's not recording. I don't know. It's talking back to me. I don't know why.
I mean, I will do this. We'll do the show again.
This is strange. No. I always do this, but today I don't know why. It's different.
Okay.
My computer is talking. So it's true. But let me try. But they can get you on.
All right.
Yeah. Anyways, you mentioned that the VIPs, the members, they are working towards promoting each other.
Yes.
All right, and you guys want to raise about 1 million each within 5 years.
No, within 1 year, they will start a business so that we can run them within the next 4 years.
Okay, within the next 4 years.
The 5th year.
Okay. So now, what kind of businesses are you guys engaged in?
Yeah, for now, we did the groups, the VIP winners, the subgroups that we are talking about, the group of 5 VIP winners each. Those are the subgroups. We actually come up, we are Libra. We actually come up with our own ideas. So in my group, for example, we want to run a school that has international standards that we can be able to train people not only with the school system of Cameroon, but a modified one that we can have pupils graduating with a kind of mindset that they are career orientated.
Yeah.
So in my own group, that's what we want to raise, and we're working on the project. Uh, at this level, we talked with an expert in that, and he's coming out with a plan, with a business plan for us that we can submit it to the experts and the mentors that will be coming in, so that we can be able to, because it's going to be very expensive. So we want a school where we will not have the regular courses only. We want a school where we'll go to school and from childhood we're going to point the children, we're going to guide them towards identifying their talents. And so it's going to be a practical kind of school. That's what I'm doing in my own VIP winners group. We have other VIP winners group that they want to get into importation of electronics from China. So we have other VIP groups. Some want to get into restaurant. 5 people they want to run a restaurant, African restaurants. Some people want to get a lot of things. So of this business, we have different types of businesses that we are developing that we'll have to teach them before these mentors and other investors, where they'll come in now and then they can support us with they can invest in these projects. But like I told you, we want to build a school, a primary school that we are going to get really practical.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, okay. Oh,
All right. Anyways, we can talk more about that.
Okay.
Yeah. But now,
but now,
what are some
what are
challenges
some
that
challenges that
you face
you
in
face
Cameroon
in
precisely
Cameroon
doing
precisely
business?
doing business?
Number one, we don't have a system. Our system is not organized. Our taxation system is not organized. So you can pay taxes from one level to another without even knowing what you are even doing. If you are somebody who is not educated enough, like you don't get to go to those places where you can find knowledge about on how to educate yourself concerning taxation or taxes generally. Number two, we have a problem of business capital. It's a very big challenge because you can have the idea, you can have the skills, but now you lack the money, because especially with the English substitution system of education, well, we go to school, we run through a whole about 70 years of our lives without learning how to sell anything. We don't know how to buy. But in real life, at every point in time, it's either you're buying or you're selling. There's nobody that does not sell. It's just that we don't even know that we are selling. And so when we get to a point where we need to either look for jobs or we now start going zigzag. So it's high time we get back to the drawing board. I will start acquiring the skills that are needed. We go through the whole system of education. We have no skill. People move up and down with CVs, no skills. They can do nothing, but they have masters in this and that. The third point is that we have, like in my field, we have a lot of challenge with NAO. Our electricity supply is not constant at all. Sometimes we can go for 4 days, 5 without electricity. So we have to improvise, but we want to improvise the generator, it becomes more expensive because first of all, the fuel petrol is expensive.
Solar
And now,
energy.
Solar energy.
yes, you can. Solar energy too is expensive. The solar energy
But
that can carry
but it's worth it.
It's what
is what is that's true.
And it's sustainable.
is sustainable.
Yeah, it is, because something that can last for life. I actually contacted somebody with solar energy. I thought about my machines, and we have to build the one that can take my machine and all the light. You know, most often is that we are renting. Your shop, you are renting. You understand? And landlords most often use this electricity thing like their businesses. So for you to install solar energy in somebody's company, that are very challenging. You need a plan's approval. So you cannot go and plant it in somebody's company. Yeah, that's challenging. Solar energy is good in your house, but now the stores are along the road. We stay in the quarters. So and most landlords don't even understand. If it's that they are making some money from this electric bill, you cannot convince them. So there's lack of education, there's lack of knowledge, there are a lot of limitations. In my own field, it's worst because we don't even go to school. Even those that went to school, they don't even innovate. Like innovation is not necessary that you saw a dress and want to change. What about your brain? You need to innovate. Your brain, you have an old brain, and you want to operate in a developing community, in a developing world. You cannot. So you need to innovate. You need to attend courses. You need to do courses. You can see that the people of your house, like you are right in Finland. Yeah, we are talking. Internet has made it very easy, but many people are so low key when it comes to furthering your education, getting a course that will help you in your business. Business course. I never did business in school, but I've done entrepreneurship in Uganda. I've done leadership in Nigeria. Now I'm doing business management with Fotabe University. I'm doing career coach with Aqua Jobs. All that I'm doing online. But it's because I want to see the better me. I want to arrive where there's that image I've built for myself, and I cannot do that with an old self. So it depends on the individual. If we want to talk about the challenges are enormous, but I always prefer we talk about the solutions to the challenges because you want to listen. People just say supporting you with challenges, and they can really discourage you. But what are we supposed to do now? They are challenging means that it's instead a fertile ground for you to get to have money. When you have a lot of challenges, it means that it's still a raw material. You need now to I'm sure you understand what I'm talking about.
Yeah,
In an area
when
where
I look at Cameroon,
when I look at Cameroon,
yes,
I see
when I look at Cameroon, I
lots
see
of opportunities.
lots of opportunities.
It's
It's
unfortunate that
it's
we grew up
unfortunate
in
that
an environment
we grow up
where
in an environment where
we're not taught to be
we're not taught
innovative
to
and to
be
be productive.
innovative and productive.
So
So
we had this mindset thinking that traveling was the
we
only
have this
way out
mindset
for
that
us.
traveling was the only way
And
out for
after
us.
yes,
traveling, I
And
realized
after traveling,
home
I
is the way
realized uh,
is the way
home
back
is the
for
way,
me.
is the way back for me.
So
yeah,
So
because I can
because
see
I
the
can see
potential, the
the
opportunities.
potential, the opportunities.
There's so much to
I mean,
tap
there's
in
so much tapping
that if say you do it
that
right,
if we do it right,
and usually
and
you don't have
not
to make
usually
so
you don't
much,
have to make
you just
so
have to make
much.
little
You just have to make
and
little
automate it to
and
make more.
automate
yeah.
to make more.
You understand? So these are the kind
That's
of
true.
So
ideas
these
that
are the kind of
like
ideas um
that
like
I wish to educate
that
people about.
I wish we
I
could
come
people
here
about.
of to
I
talk
come here
about
often to talk about
entrepreneurship,
entrepreneurship,
business,
business,
investment. People don't
investment.
get it. I understand
People
why they
don't
don't
get
get
it.
it. They don't
I
understand.
understand why they don't get it. They don't
They don't
understand.
understand that
They don't understand that
for you to
for
get that
you
freedom,
to
first of all, you
get that
must
freedom, first of all,
you must have that mindset
you
to
must have that
decide
mindset
what you want.
to
Like,
decide
what do you
what
really
you
want?
want, like what you really
Once you have
want.
discovered what you
Once you
want,
discover what
then
you
like
want,
what you did,
then like what you
you gain the skills.
you gain the skills.
You educate yourself.
You
Okay, this
educate
is what I
yourself.
want. I
Yeah.
educate
Okay, this is what
myself
I want.
with
I do
this.
myself with this.
Now is the time to
Now
sell yourself
is the time to sell yourself.
because you
Yes.
cannot sell
Because
yourself
you
without
cannot
educating
sell
yourself.
yourself without yourself.
Right.
Yeah.
So what you're
Right.
doing,
So what you're doing,
is
you know,
making you
is
to appear
making
in
to
places.
appear in
And
this.
mind you,
And mind
let me
you,
tell you something. What people don't
let me
know.
tell you something. What people don't
Everywhere you have been to,
everywhere you have been to,
online, sharing your story,
online
talking about
sharing
your
your story,
story,
talking about your story,
someone has been
someone
there
has
watching,
been there
watching, and the
watching,
fact that
and
someone share
the
your
fact that
content
someone
somewhere,
shared your content somewhere,
someday someone will go
someday
and see
someone
that
will go
content,
and
and
see
that
that
100 million or how many million
million
views will come from this
will come
content that
from
you're creating online.
this content.
People don't know that.
Thank you.
Because
I know.
I was able to
I was able to
my first company I work
my
with,
first company I worked with,
promoting them.
you know,
I like
I like
that guy discovered
that
me
guy discovered
online.
me online.
Okay.
He traveled right away from another city to meet me
City to meet me
in my city,
in my city,
and he told me he wants to
and
work with
told
me
me he wanted me
to build
to
a
build
business.
a business.
And I back then
And
it was I just
back
thought it was
then
just one, like I was so active.
I just
It
it
was
was
after one, like
like
that
was
was
so
2000
active, you know,
I was 2018 19, and he told me
2019.
he want to work with me.
I told me,
I mean, first of all,
I mean,
this guy
first of all, this guy
he's rich.
is
He's a
rich.
millionaire.
He's
He drove from his city
Okay.
he drove from the city
to come and meet me,
to come on
talk with me,
talk with me,
share with me his idea, but I didn't
show
understand him.
his
But
idea,
I
but
had this
understand him.
mindset
I have
that when
this
someone told me
mindset
something, I
that when
always
someone
have to do my
told
own
me
personal
something, I
research.
always have my own personal research.
Okay.
And because I have been creating content online, it took five to 10 hours for it all everything I've done for 2 weeks.
Wow.
And he told me I'm the guy.
I told
And
you I'm the guy.
in 2 years, my network make that company
My network
more
made
than
that
a
company
million
more than
euros.
euros.
Wow.
You understand?
Wow.
You understand?
And
Yes, I get
ever since, I have been
Ever
getting
since I
people reaching out
people
to me,
reached out to me,
come and work with, come and work
come
with
on,
us.
come on with us.
wow.
You know, so
You know,
the
so
the
the, the,
the reason why I'm saying
the
this to
reason
you is
why
that
I'm
there
saying
are
this to you
times
is
we
that
do
there are
things,
times we do things,
not knowing
um,
that this might
not knowing
affect
that
our
this might
future
affect our future
Yes.
positively. The person who is going to connect with you, maybe haven't yet seen
you.
your content.
Maybe
Maybe the
have
person will
this
go
in your
through
content,
someone else's
someone
Facebook,
else Facebook,
looking at stuff, boom,
look at
they'll
stuff,
see
boom, some they'll
Petula
see
or Mafor-Design.
Petula or
Wow, so
that.
this really exists
Wow,
in,
so this
in
really exists
Cameroon.
in
They have a group
they have
called
called
I've forgotten the name, and they are doing
unfortunately
this,
and they're doing this,
to
VIP
you
raise.
know, to
1,000
They are
raise
doing that. They are doing
winners.
it to raise 5 million.
raise
Oh,
5
I have 10 million. Can I invest in this in one of these business?
in one of
That's
these
it, and maybe
Yeah.
it's your
that's it,
business.
and maybe it's a business.
You understand?
You
So
understand?
Yeah.
So
everything is connected
everything is
somehow.
connected. So
Yeah.
That's it. That's it.
that.
Anyways, it's like I've
Anyways,
taken your
it's
show.
now so
You're not hosting me now.
Yeah. Because it's connecting, like the background, that's it.
Yeah.
yeah.
Anyways,
Anyways,
I think
I think
like I can see
like
this like
I can see
viewers are not getting me well.
viewers like so
So
well.
maybe
So
what I'm saying
maybe
they
what
cannot
I'm
really get
saying,
me. I'm
not
getting the
getting
echo back to
the echo
myself. But I
back to
think
myself. But I
we're gonna
think
have
we're gonna
another
have
session
another
maybe
session
to talk
maybe
more,
to
and
talk
maybe
more
we're
and
gonna plan on
we're
having a
gonna plan
program
having a
together.
program together.
I've been
You
thinking
know,
of
I've been
having
thinking of having
something with you,
something with
like
you, like
create an event.
create an event.
I would have
You
want
know,
us to
I would
talk.
have
We will
also
also
talk
talk
more,
more
also
about
talk more about
the programs
the
you are
programs
running with
you are running
those
with those
kids.
kids.
But
But
as you
Okay.
can see, we are
as you
already
can
out
see,
of
we are already
time.
out of time.
So
Yes.
So
maybe we just
maybe we
discuss
just
behind the
discuss
scene more.
behind the scene more.
All right. Okay, before I
So
go, I think
So
we're
before I
talking
go, yeah,
about
if you,
before I go,
the
yeah,
free training
yeah,
we organized. We started it last year in 2020. That was in honor of the girl child. So every October, from October to April, we have that period that we offer free training, 6 months free training to the girl child. We want to actually bring up girls that are not only having skills, but they have a knowledge of financial intelligence. They have a knowledge of social media branding, emotional intelligence, social intelligence, so that they can fit into the society. So we launched it this year. We started on the 4th of October, and it's going to run to the 4th of April 2022. So
okay,
we have yes, we had sport. We offer sports of 10, but we have 4, and
okay,
we're hoping that others will come. Even if they don't come, there's no problem. It's one person. The training is going on, and each year we'll keep doing that till one will see the people that will will take over.
yeah,
But it
yeah,
gives us joy to do that to our community, really.
yeah. That's awesome. That's
yeah,
awesome.
that's awesome. That's
Viewers,
awesome.
Thank you.
if you are joining us right
Viewers,
now, and with
since you are
Petula
joining us
B,
right now,
alias
Petula
Mafor-Design,
Bih
that's her brand Mafor-Design.
Mafor-Design, that's a
So
brand
if say you
Mafor-Design.
want to
So
describe her someday,
if
or
you
want
want
to
to
talk
describe her someday, or
about her
talk
to someone, make
about
sure you call her
someone,
name
make sure you
Mafor-Design.
call her
So that
name
name is
Mafor-Design. But that
the
name
name that
is
brings
that's the
success.
name that brings success.
Yeah.
So if say you have to
Yeah.
say
So
Right.
if you have
last
to say
words for
your
today,
last
what do you
words
say?
for today, what do you say?
I would
Not for
say
today,
that
not like
Not
but I
like
mean for on the
you know,
show.
on the show.
yeah, on the show.
Yeah.
What I want to say is that
Yeah.
every individual is unique, and you are just unique. You need to search down deep in your heart. There's something your spirit is always having as a burden. That things that make you sad when you are not doing it and makes you feel fulfilled when you're doing it. Don't think about what the community, the society will say. Because if I was thinking about it, I will not be cutting fabrics and joining them together. You need to be there and brand yourself. I mean, study hard, work so hard that nobody will be able to neglect you. Nobody will be able to, behave as if you are not existing. They will need you, whether on shows, whether on TV platforms, whether on training center, everywhere. Whatever you are doing, do it very well. In fact, what God has deposited in you as a potential is going to open doors for you. But when we keep running away from our potentials, from our talents that God has given to us, we'll struggle a lot in life. So it's not too late. You can come back to your own designing like I came back to my own. You are going to make it. And just to say that
Yeah.
the Beton Media is doing a wonderful job. If you're not been listening to it, I don't even know anything about cryptocurrency, but when I followed the Beton for a few days, I just I have an idea, and I know that it's a place that I want to invest in cryptocurrency. I need to get to him. I forgot to tell that I'm also an investor. So we want to
I know
build a
that.
community. Yeah, we have to build a community of new women. When we have a community of new women, we'll be having new breed of children. So it's not as if I don't love the men. Oh. The men like that, the society has really placed them somewhere up there. The women are struggling, so it's just fair for me to help the person that is struggling,
Yeah,
right?
I agree with you. Like I think last 2 years last year and last year I had a project that support the girl child, and this year I
Okay.
haven't really had work with project on projects a lot. But I think this year I was focusing more on me, on my business, before getting into external projects. So next year or before the end of next year, I'll be engaged so like heavily on those projects, because I I've realized that the issue with project in Cameroon is not even about the project; it's about the funding.
Yes.
And I love that when I want to do my project, I fund the project like
All
fully.
right.
If I need 5 million, I don't depend on anyone out there, So if I say I want to get a project done and I need 5 million to do this project, I know I'm gonna have like 4 million. Then I can expect someone to come in with 1 million. At least I know I have most of the money to do it.
All right.
You understand? So because we need to, of course, you cannot do this alone. That's why connecting with people who have the same mindset, is gonna be good. And on my platform, I've come up with a program which is gonna be it's gonna be a funding program for entrepreneurs. Really, like I want to have project that I want to broadcast and promote the project for people to fund the project, and you're gonna be more of like different competitions or different not really competition but different projects, and the public is gonna select the best to promote. You
All right.
understand? So I already have a map on how to go about that. I just need the right persons to work with. But I want to start with women. I always want to start with women because for some reasons,
Yes.
women have helped me make a lot of money.
Yes. But we smile. The money just starts coming.
Yeah, women have helped me make a lot of money, so I just love working with women.
Oh, that's good. So honored.
All right, so we're gonna go now, viewers. Thanks so much for joining us. It was awesome to have Petula Bih Mafor-Design. Let's move away the Petula Bih. I told you, I don't know, maybe I should slap myself a little bit. Stop talking about Petula Bih Mafor-Design alone.
Mafor-Design. So we're going to, the next time we're going to talk about what Mafor-Design is going to look like in the next 5 years.
Yeah, we're gonna talk about that. Okay,
Right.
viewers. Until then, bye bye.
Bye.